What if I told you that just 1 million Satoshis could someday be worth $1 million in purchasing power? Now, not because Bitcoin moons to 100 million, but because the dollar dies and the world flips to a Bitcoin standard. Now, sounds crazy, but it's already happening. And if you're stacking sats now, you could be way ahead of 99% of the planet. So, let me show you why this tiny slice of Bitcoin might someday feel like having $1 million in the bank. Now, this video is about the death of the dollar and the rise of Hyperbitcoinization, and how owning just 0.01 worth of Bitcoin could position you as a new era millionaire. Now, not in fiat numbers, but in real-world buying power. Because when the system breaks, it's not the dollars you have that matter, it's the energy you stored before everything got repriced in Bitcoin. See, imagine it's 1971. Nixon just nuked the gold standard, and you've got $1,000 in cash, or 1 single ounce of gold. Now fast forward 50 years, that $1,000 barely covers rent, but that ounce of gold, well, that still buys you a high-end suit, a month of groceries, and a plane ticket. Now imagine Bitcoin doing the same thing, but faster, harder, and global. See, here's the raw truth. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. Now, break that down, and there are only 2.1 billion slices of 0.01 Bitcoin. Now, that means if just 2.1 billion people in the world decide they want 1 million Satoshis, well, it's game over. But we're not just stopping there. Let's say fiat currencies keep inflating, governments print trillions, and trust in the dollar, the euro, the yen, the pound all begins to erode. Now, in that world, Bitcoin becomes the new dominator. Now, not just a store of value, but the unit of account for energy, labour, and time. Now, suddenly, 1 million sats isn't just $1,000-ish. It could buy what $1 million used to buy, because it holds real, scarce, incorruptible value. So, let's break it down. What can $1 million buy today? A house in a decent city, a couple of years of financial runway, maybe even a small business. But now imagine the same value repackaged into 1 million Satoshis. Now, if the world shifts to Bitcoin as base money and everything gets repriced downward in sats, not inflated upwards in dollars, well, instead of $500,000 homes, you'll see homes listed at 500,000 sats, meals for 500 sats as well. Now, it's not that Bitcoin goes up, it's that fiat melts down, and Bitcoin just sits still, doing what it was engineered to do, preserve energy across time. So, still think that 0.01 worth of Bitcoin is still a joke? Well, you might be holding the seed of sovereign wealth in your hands right now. See, most people chase millions of fiat that vanish in taxes, fees, and inflation. But the new millionaires are just people who bet early on sound money. Because in a world drowning in debt and printed paper, 1 million Satoshis might be the most valuable 1% of anything you'll ever own. Now, if this blew your mind or even got you thinking different, then don't just scroll past, because this channel is where we expose the money games, break down economic traps, and show you how to build wealth that actually lasts. So, subscribe right now and stack conviction 1 sat at a time. Now, if you want to go deeper into this, my ebook Orange Pilled is linked down below, and it's the wake-up call they never wanted you to read. Now, I do also have to chuck this disclaimer in here as well. and I highly suggest just pausing the video and having a little read. Now, if you've made it this far, and if you're looking for something else to watch, then click right here and have a watch of this.